Hello, hello, I am back! Just when you thought I was all gone and not coming back. Yeah, I know. We'll get there. So, miss me? Yeah, right. Now, let me get to my Twitch page and see if anybody's chatting away. Hello, I'm back. I'm actually putting this into the chat room. And I've got a set of headphones on with a microphone, so maybe that might help, and I will see later. And it did turn out that what I was showing 7 viewers still? Holy cow. Interesting. But it did show that what I thought was out of focus did turn out to be pretty much in focus and fairly clear, which was pretty cool. I thought that was kind of nice. So with that, I am going to go back. Well, not go back. I'm going to actually take a few things out of the oven here and melt the marbles that I was going to melt a little bit more and play with them a little bit. Let me go ahead and turn on the concentrator for those that are wondering what's going on. Oh, excuse me. Indigestion. I'm only going to be on about another half hour, 45 minutes. It's going on 1:30 a.m. actually 1:45 a.m. in the morning where I'm at, East Coast time. So I'm going to go ahead and just do what I can, play around, and melt some glass. Why not, right? Right. So, with that, and if anybody has anything to say, only one viewer at the moment. That's okay. It's probably me in there, but that's okay too. If you have anything to say, just type in the chat room and I'll see what I can do about getting you... Did I turn off the propane tank too? Interesting. I have to walk out here and turn it back on. Oops. Let's see what we can do. That's interesting. So, propane tanks on. Oxygen concentrators are running. So let's see if I can melt some glass now. Light up some fires and kick some tires. Now that's a fire! Okay. I'm going to put a cold weld at the very top of this marble that I have here. Let's roll it around a little bit. More towards the back end than the front end. Is what needs to be smoothed out anyway. Touch it. And, whoa! Of course. Didn't have a good cold weld on there. But it'll get better. Hopefully I can do this before it gets too cold. I don't want it to start cracking on me. Hopefully we can get there. 0 viewers, that's okay. When they get back in here, we'll see what we can do. But right now I'm working on a marble that I have done before, but it needed a little bit of TLC and smoothing out a little bit on the surface so that it looks prettier for everybody involved with no ripples. Oh, there's a nice dent that needs to be taken care of. You know, those dents really do make a difference in these things. Spin it around. Find the highs and lows and make them all one even level. There's a couple of divots that sort of, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I can, where I turn it inside there and you can go, it'll go, there's a little bit of discoloration, but there's a little womp going on there. You just gotta gently, slowly but surely melt it all back together. I'm going to go ahead and do a cold weld right here. See what we can do to fix this baby. Looking good otherwise. It's just getting those little warbly bits out of it. So it's all one nice even level kill piece of glass. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do a cold weld at the very top of this. See what we can, oh, I got to take these guys off because I can look at what's going on inside the flame a little better. And yes, I don't have a pair of didymium glasses on my face, but there is a didymium lens right here that I'm looking through that takes out that bright yellow. So I am protecting my face, and also there's a heat shield here too, which is pretty cool. So my face isn't getting warm at all, which is a cool thing. Still a little bit of a warp going on, but not as bad as it was before. Just a matter of letting it all melt in. Really nice vortex going on, and also Illuminati inside there, so it's a pretty cool marble as it is. Oh yeah, much smoother, much more round, all the way around. I'm going to let that go. Tap it off and fire polish it. That'll be a lot better than it was a little while ago. All you got to do is just reheat and touch it up a little better. And you get, I haven't done as many marbles as I used to, so it's just a matter of getting back into the swang of things, doing these marbles. Okay. Next, grab it, go for the last one of these three. This is the dragon that I did yesterday. And now I've got to heat it up a little bit and smooth it in a little bit more. Maybe even get some of the stress out of it. There's some cracks near the thing, so we shall see what we can come up with. There we go. We might have to put another one on the top of his head, but we'll live with what we got here. A little hotter, and it's going to get a little louder. Even a little louder. You shall see. Doesn't look like anybody's watching except me, but that's okay. I guess that after a certain time of a day, it's not so many people get in here and want to watch glass blowing. Getting the glass flowing is the fun part. I'm elongating this at the moment. You know what? I might even just make this into a dragon egg instead of a dragon marble. This would be pretty cool. You know, we have to be round on one side. Dragon egg, that sounds like a pretty cool deal. I'm glad you thought of it. Cold well there at the top, and see if I can't melt the rest of this baby. Great pulp. Excuse me. Yeah. Good to see somebody out there watching. Thank you for being there. You'll notice me looking over here like this every once in a while, and that's to check the score of who's in the chat room. But if you click follow and type in the chat room, I will be able to see your question, and I will answer it the best I can. Oh, come on. I don't want to get off of there. It's not coming out too well. There we go. Right on the tip. Put it down in. Yeah, I know this torch is kind of loud, but it does its job quite nicely. It's called the Carlisle CC. Was a dragon marble, but I'm turning it into a dragon egg. I know we just had Easter, but dragons are always hatching, if you know what I mean. You know, let me give you an idea of what I'm doing here. Nice little dragon inside of there. Nice that. There it is. Oh, always get it itch. I gotta drop with what I got and start working the itch sometimes. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and call that into the quit and work on the bottom half. Waiting for it to cool down enough that I can put a cold weld on here. Tap that off. Whoa, we almost lost it. Survivable, but almost. Alright, you'll notice that I do not have glasses on my eyes, but I do have a titanium lens right here in front of the heat shield that behind the heat shield that I got, and I am using it to see what I am doing in the flame. I am not looking at that bright yellow, and neither are you. Matter of fact, what she has a titanium lens over this camera as well. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, guys. That go. Dragon egg, it doesn't have to be perfect either. Make that into an icicle later. Don't have time right now. If you're interested in one of these dragon eggs, drop me a line. We're talking $40 for something like this, which is, I think, fairly reasonable. I love them. Dragons are my favorite. The figurine inside there is made out of quartz rock. And I should melt it down and make the figurine, melt down the rock, make the figurine, and then turn around and put it inside the, in this case it's becoming a dragon egg, not a dragon marble. So that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to tap that off. Fire polish the little dimple there. Okay. Got one more marble that I was going to play with for a little bit, and then I'll take requests if you have an idea what you'd like to see done. I'm going to do that, and I'll see what I can do. I put my tongs on the plastic and it melted into the tongs. Okay. Now I'm just going to smooth this baby out if I can. It's pretty smooth as it is, but I just wanted to double check it one more time. Hold well at the top. Hold on to it. Oh yeah. Making the glass flow is very important. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to change the direction a little bit here. Oops. desk, video, well, anyway, so I could read the chat. Okay. I'm going to do a cold weld right here. Same direction. I'm going to do this side and then do the other side a little bit. Make it more round instead of just kind of hard to explain. Let's just see what's going on inside here. You can see the little lady running around in there. I did this figurine a little while ago. I think I just popped one of the bubbles. Oh well. I'll have to add another bubble here. Where was it? Right about there. The way I add a bubble is I just made the dimple. Now all I got to do is just cover the dimple over. Making a little air trap. Now that dimple is a little bit bigger than the rest of them, but that's okay. Hello, and nice to see somebody else join the crowd here. I'm working on a little lady inside of a marble. And all I'm doing right now is making the marble more round. Round, get around, I get around, you always get around, I get around. Yeah, don't quit my day job, I know. Getting this half of the marble done, and then I'll turn around where I have the punche at, and I'll start melting that in a little bit. Oh yeah, that's melting. Sorry about the loud noise, but Carlisle is a loud torch. But it can get some melting done, believe me. Let that melt in a little bit. Yeah, we got some warping going on on this marble. Smooth those highs and lows in, and then I'm going to melt the other side for a while. Not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. follow and type in the chat room. I can see what you have to say. If you have a question, I will try to answer the best I can. Then what I'm doing is trying to make this marble round instead of warpy round. Oh yeah, that's going to make it a whole lot better. Jiggy with it. Jiggy with it. After I finish playing with this lady. I'll do something small or two. Keep it spinning is the main part here. Making the highs and lows all one level. One more with the side I just have the puente on, and then I'm going to call this quit and quit playing with it. Figure that out, but I always get an itch from the end of my nose or on my face when I'm working hot glass. A little warm on my fingers. Just a little bit warm on my fingers. You know what? I'm hearing that word, you better stop now or you're going to start screwing it up. So you know what? I hear that little voice, and it is sometimes better to just go ahead and listen. He who fights and runs away gets to fight another day, right? Right. her back for her, I guess. Leave her up some more. Oh. Okay. That's them. Want to go ahead and make something? If you'd like to see me make something in particular, all you got to do is type it in the chat room, and I'll see what I can do for you. Takes about 5-6 minutes to make some smaller things. Matter of fact, I can shut off one of these concentrators. I only need one running. And I need a drink. Boy, you've driven me to drink. Good stuff. We're getting there. Yeah, I have one person in the chat room. That's a good thing. At least one person viewing, anyway. I'm gonna cut it down to a whole lot. I'm gonna make. Why not? A clear lizard. I haven't done a few of those. I continually do lizards, but I haven't done too many clear ones lately. It's a simple thing. It's not going to be very big. Hello, it's nice to see somebody else just showed up. That's a good thing. I keep an eye on that. I'm sitting here making figurines mostly. Figurines, marbles, beads. I do tobacco pipes as well, but I don't do as many as most. Yeah, let's even do some frogs. I'm gonna do this. To do the head to this lizard. Let's do it the hard way. Just nip a. No. Just give it a crimp right at where I'm going to put the head. Like so. Boink. Not a big crimp, just a crimp. I gotta find my wire cutters. Took them to a show, not this weekend, but the weekend before last, and I've misplaced them since then. The wire cutters I use to sort of nip things off, and I also use them to narrow out necks on the lizards or salamanders or whatever you want to call them. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and there we go. Single flame. We don't need much more than that. But if you would like to see something in particular made, just ask. Of course, you got to click follow and type in the chat room. I will be glad to try to do something that you can watch me make. Get some toes on here. We're going to go ahead and put a loop on his nose. I sort of usually put the bail looking like a question mark, and then I just heat up the center of that and just let it slump in a little bit and seal it up to make the bail. Okay. Then I sometimes take the graphite rod and ream it out a little bit so that the loop is nice and round. Not as important, but it does a trick. Itch. Don't know what it is, but every time I get hot glass in my hand, I get more itches on my nose than I can shake a stick at. And here we go. Back legs here. It's going to be a simple lizard. And then I'm going to do a couple of frogs. No, I'll do one more lizard like this, and then I'm going to do a couple of frogs. Same idea as a lizard, but more frog shape than lizard shape, right? Or salamander, I guess you could call it. Lizard, salamander, potato. Right. Toes. 2 more sets. You might wonder why I'm not wearing didymium lenses. I have a didymium lens right here where my finger is on the heat shield. And if you were wondering that's why. I am protecting my eyes. It is important to protect your eyes while you're working this stuff. I've been at it since 1982, so I don't think I'm going to go blind yet. I haven't gone blind yet, so I have been protecting the old peepers. It makes a big difference. A couple more toes here. There we go. Now I'm going to heat up the body and give him a little bit of a turn like he's walking. There we go. Change his position on his legs where they're at. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring out the tail. Cold weld here. Actually, I'm going to heat up and melt his head in the opposite direction of which way I bent the body. There we go. Like he's looking somewhere and about ready to walk away. That's the whole idea of this. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to do the next lizard or salamander a little smaller. Curl his tail. There we go. Fire polish. And we got one lizard. This one's going to be a little bit smaller. There we go. That's the head to the lizard. Now I'm going to flatten the body. Oops. Not a big oops, small oops. I just misshaped the head when I retouched it there. Couple of eyes. 1, 2. Some legs. Front legs anyway. Heat it up. Move it around a little bit more. You know what? I'm going to give it some blue eyes. Just melt those in a little bit. Give it pointier body or head. And give it some blue eyes. Why? Because I can. There we go. A little bit more on this eye. I'll do a little bit more on the back half of this guy. Oh, and we're going to put a bail here on his nose. Good to see that you guys are still watching. I make mostly smaller things. I will show you what this thing I forgot to show you what the other one looked like when I took it out. I'll do that really quick on this one. disconnect, let it seal to itself. See, we got Blizzard with blue eyes going on. Now the back legs. Give them a little bit of curve to the body. There we go. Oh, I forgot the toes. Let's do the toes. Quick. Painless. Good to see you guys are still watching. That's a good thing. I got you mesmerized a little bit if you're saying, what in the world is he making? Okay. Now the last two toes. I only put 2 toes on most of the figurines that I do. He's coming along quite nicely. Next thing I'm going to do is a frog. About the same size range. There we go. And now the tail. We're going to flip it around. Give it a nice S curve going on. Goes that way. Now it'll go back a little bit and curl around. There we go. Adjust the feet a little bit. Blizzard number 2. Now, frog. Same, about a little bit, maybe a little smaller than that, but not much. Excuse me, indigestion. We're going to make a round ball, and that's going to be the main part of the body. I'm turning it as I twist, and it's sort of making a round ball by itself. But you got to turn. If you don't turn, gravity works and it sort of slumps. Okay. Now I'm going to flatten that a little bit on the bottom. And I'm going to put a round ball for where the head's going to be. Back and forth a little bit. I'm going to give him green eyes and green toes on this guy. Why? Because I can. That's why. And the green just happens to be sitting right here. So, actually, we're not going to use, well, yeah, we can use that one. We'll pull this off right about here. Green eyes and green toes. Coming up. Itch on the end of my nose this time. One eye. 2 eyes. Let's put the front legs. Now I'm going to put the back legs on a little bit later. I'm going to put a bail on the front. There we go. 2 toes on the front legs. I'm not going to put a bail on it. I'm going to leave it without a bail. Good to see you guys are still sitting there watching. That's a good thing. Tell your friends about me. I do little figurines and marbles and beads and oh my. Well, I do tobacco pipes too. Don't get me wrong. And I have done a couple of them while I did work in this channel, but I haven't done much as far as pipes. And if I did, I'd do it in the shape of figurine more than I would just do a regular pipe type thing. There's one leg. This is a design that I came up with that works out real well, and that you sort of draw it next to the body, pull it out a little bit, and then fold it over like it's ready to jump. See there? And now I'll put a couple of green toes on those 2 things, and that one's ready to go. Don't forget to click follow and or click subscribe if you wanted to. I'm not familiar with the subscription stuff yet, but I'm going to get there. I'm almost to that point. And we've got one little green frog. Fire polish where his nose was. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and do one more of these, and then I'm going to call it quits for the night, because we're talking, it's going on 2:30 at night. 2:31. So yeah, I've been on here for about an hour. It was my second. I was on a little earlier, and worked for about 2 hours, and then I need to start working a little on the daytime side too. I know it. We'll get there. What I'm doing right now is just taking and putting these 2 short ones together, because I try to take things right down to the nub. If you don't, and just throw stuff away, that's a waste of good money. And especially since I can make 1, 2, 3, 4, about 3 or 4 figurines out of that little nub that I just placed back on there, and I can make at least $6 a piece on each one. So that's not a bad deal. You know, it's just a matter of okay, we're going to set that down and work with, because it's a little bit warm right now. We're going to go ahead and do another couple of frogs. Right. Just a matter of getting it just about the right size. That'll do. Like I said, it's not going to be very big. Comparable to that last one. And now we'll do the head to this frog. You know how far frogs go in the water, don't you? Needy. I know, bad joke. I got a few of them. I hope it doesn't wart your sense of humor. This one's going to be all clear. One thing about making clear figurine pendant pieces is that no matter what color you wear, it'll complement the piece that you're wearing. we go. If you click follow and type in the chat room, you can talk to me and ask me questions. I do answer you. As you can see, I am trying to at least talk to you, even though I'm trying to answer questions before you ask them, but there are sometimes if you just ask the question, I will try to be as honest as possible. Now that's done. I'm going to go ahead and work the back half of this guy. Oop, you know what I forgot to do? The toes. I'll put the toes on it right now. There we go. Cold weld here. Now to the back toes, back legs and toes. Okay, we're getting there. Yeah, I think I'll make a dragon. I heard you, whoever said that, even if it was just me. I'll do a little tiny one. Pull it up, fold it over, pull it out. Do a couple of toes on each one. There's one toe, 2 toes, 3 toes, 4 toes. Knock it down. And fire polish where I had the cold weld there in front. And we have a little froggy. Quick dragon. It's not going to be very big, but it's going to be a dragon. There's the neck to the dragon. Here's the head. There's the nose. Horns, or I guess you could say antlers, or whatever you want to call these, or ears, or tuft for the beard, front legs, I sort of do an S curve for the front legs. Pull it out, go up, and pull it out again, and then see there, S-shaped curved legs. Some toes, talons or claws if you want to name it. Okay, now we're going to do the back legs here. I usually go back and then bend it forward. Same idea on the other side. Heat it up. Go back and bend it forward. Tilt this head a little bit more forward. Now I'm going to put some wings on this baby. Actually, no, I'm going to leave this one without wings. Nope, wings it is. Never mind. Never mind. 2 wings. There we go, there's 1 wing. Good to see you guys are still out there watching. That's a good thing. I like that idea. I'll let that happen. Captain. Back toes. Still got to put 1 wing on this baby, but that's not a bad problem. There we go. Another wing. Another day. A little less on that side. Okay, I'm gonna bring up his nose a little bit. There we go. And now all I got to do is the tail on this baby, and it's done. So am I think. Almost reaching an hour's time working tonight at this session. Thanks for being there, guys. And unless you come up with a quick request, I'm going to call it quits for the night, and you'll see me back on again today afternoonish probably. Tough job, but somebody's got to do it, right? And we got 1 little dragon. Okay. Okay. Fire polish his nose. And that is also done. I want to thank you guys for being there. I love an audience, even if it's 2 people. It keeps me going. But again, nothing keeps you better going than sleep. And then getting back to it. So, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, guys. I appreciate you being out there. And as I always say at the end of my shows, carpe vitro, which means seize the glass. And last but not least, I always say, enjoy your day.